Hi everyone. Yes, please join me. Let's talk about H-1B visa lottery. It's ongoing right now, and I want to use this opportunity to answer all our questions to the best of my ability. So let's go. Um, so I'm going to use this opportunity to explain a few things and then answer some of the questions that I already received. H-1B visa lottery. Visa lottery is usually ordered when the cap for the year will obviously be filled. So, routinely, H-1B visa has a cap. And if there is an expectation that after the cap, there will still be gap in employment, in the system to be able to fund the economy, support the economy, there will be visa lottery. So there is a visa lottery for FY25, which opened on the 6th of March. It's ongoing right now, and people are applying. Now, what do you need to do to be eligible to apply? You only need to be a graduate, yes, from anywhere in the world. Everybody, all countries are eligible. There is no restriction per country. That was one of the questions I had gotten, asking if some countries are eligible or not. So, every country is eligible. So, guys, please apply wherever you are. Then the second one was the second question was can I apply and my wife also apply? Will it disqualify us? The answer is no. It's simply an individual application, one application at a time per person. You will be disqualified if you apply again and again as the same individual, and you know your individual information will not change much because you need to have a valid international passport. So if you have your wife, yourself, or your husband and children who are graduates, who believe that they have the minimum requirement, which includes getting a job, then everybody can apply. The more the merrier. This is a lottery. So you increase your chances of someone in your household being selected. So I encourage everyone to apply. The other question I had gotten was around the pay. Someone said the pay they're offering is small. And so he is like, should I take it or not? My answer will be that you take the offer. Now, let me make it clear. For the H-1B visa, it is legally allowed, actually, in the US, that their wage will be slightly lower than the normal range for that category. So don't expect that it will be the same or more. Actually, if you're paid more than the band, then at some point in the lottery process, you may not be able to proceed because your pay package is way higher than the band. Somebody will ask me, how do I know the band? So one of the things you will do is, if you want to know the band, what you do is you compare the job posting with the offer in the job board. In the US, most job postings will show you how much they are paying and will show you the range. If you're outside that range, especially if you're higher up on the range, then there may be a problem. But if you're below the range, don't worry yourself. Accept the offer. When you come into the system, there will always be a system of adjustment. And I have said in a previous video that you can also look for another employer who will then file a concurrent H-1B employment application for you, because it's allowed in the US that people can do more than one job as long as there is no conflict of interest, and you have the capability, you have the energy, and you're efficient in both jobs. Who cares? What matters is that you're able to perform your job and you have the legal status to be able to do that. So what you do is, when you're getting an offer, try and check where your offer, the wage, stands, so that you don't put yourself at a disadvantage. The other one is you can also consult an immigrant lawyer. Yes, immigration experts will be able to advise you. This is one of the things they can help you. Some of them can actually help you to also connect you to employer. So they have their own, role to play if you want to do that. Again, you can check the U.S. Department of Labor Office of Foreign Labor Certification to know whether your wage will make it, because if you're paid a lot higher than the wage band, then there may be a problem at the point when you have been selected and it's now time for the employer to file your application. Okay, I can quickly run through what you need to do. Good. Let me quickly touch this one. Someone asked me, I'm registering on the USCIS website and I don't know the category I belong. Okay? There are 3 categories and I will quickly mention that. But honestly, my audience here are people who are looking to apply for visa, H-1B visa lottery. So you automatically fall into the accounts of applicant, petitioner, or requester account. That is where you belong. So don't get it confused. But we have 3 accounts. One of them is applicant, petitioner, requester. This is one account. The second category of account is attorney or representative account. And the third one is organizational account. So for my audience, I believe that all of you fall into the applicant, petitioner, requester account when you're creating your account on USCIS website, so that there will be no confusion about that. Please follow that to create your own account. You can create your account on USCIS.gov website. Follow the link that I have shared in the video earlier, and you will be able to see where to create your account. Now, a few other questions that I have gotten. If you have your question, please drop them in the chat and I will be responding to these questions. If I don't see more questions, I will take it that we all understand what we're doing, and I will begin to expect that we get feedback soon, and we'll begin to celebrate with everyone that is being selected. So when you go to the USCIS website, you can follow the prompt. As soon as you get to apply here, then you'll be able to follow the prompt. It's very fast. I have talked about 3 different accounts. My focus is for the applicant, petitioner, or requester. That is where you belong. That is the number 1 of the options. So please click that. So you have a fee of $10 non-refundable H-1B registration fee that you should be able to pay as you register your account. Make sure you register 1 account. Now, if you register multiple accounts, the account that actually will count is the one you submitted information on. But I will recommend that you don't register multiple accounts. Register 1 account and proofread it, check it again before you submit. Now, when you have submitted, you will get a notification that you have submitted your application, and then you wait for selection. It will take a process. They will review you, and you will either be selected or not selected. The other question I got is, what if I'm not selected this year? Can I apply next year? Yes. What if someone else also asks, how does this affect me if I go and apply for visitor's visa? It has no effect on you. Yes. At this point, you're only going through an application process. You are not yet at National Visa Center. Are you listening? And I don't want to confuse anybody. When you finish this selection and you're selected, your organization that employed you or that gave you an offer letter will then submit certain form of application from their own end to complete your process. But as soon as you're selected, I think they have about 60 days or 90 days to do that submission. When that is done, then your visa application process will begin. So at this stage where you're in, it has no connection with your visitor's visa application or whatsoever. So don't worry about that. It has no effect on you. This is a legal program. It's just like asking when they were doing the DV lottery program, whether it affects people who apply to visit US or not. It doesn't have any effect on you. It's a legal program, lottery, that is advertised by US government. Now, if you're not selected, you will see denied when you have been denied. But if you're not selected and you have not seen denied, then don't worry yourself yet. Just keep praying, be patient. They may still select you. It will not close until they have finished the selection of the number of applicants they need to make up the workforce. Now listen, so you're not confused. The application opened on the 6th of March, and the portal will close on the 22nd of March. The selection process starts after the portal closes. So if you have not applied by 22nd of March onto the portal, you're no longer in the system. So there won't be any discussion about whether they will select you or not. But if you had met that deadline and you enter the lottery, then as long as you have not received denied or invalidated, that means you're still in the game. So my people, I will just say, make you go soak your chaplet. If it's the Catholic, they will say you soak your chaplet in water and be praying. But me, I will recommend that you earnestly continue to pray. Yes, pray to God to favor you. Now, that's about selected or not selected. Until you see not selected, that is when you know that your case has closed for the year. Until you see denied, that's when you know that your case has closed for the year. And if you see invalidated, maybe you submitted multiple applications or you did not upload all the necessary documents, then it's an invalid application. That's when your case has closed for the year. But if you have an open, you only have submitted, then you just wait until the process is finally closed. Okay? Now, if you're not selected, if you're invalidated, if you're denied, what will you do? Now, there is not much to do here, except that you have learned lessons and you'll be able to apply it when next the opportunity presents. Again, you may also be able to find yourself in other visa categories. The truth is that US is big and they have a lot of opportunity for foreigners. And you begin to find out where you belong, whether you're in EB2, EB1, EB3, and so on. There are other opportunities for you. I have said in one of my videos that you have 4 categories of employment or employers. I categorize them into 4 that is best for you to target. Now, those employers are never capped. So, whether there is H-1B visa lottery ongoing or not, they can continue to employ. So they never cap. And I had mentioned them in an earlier category. I will try and mention it again here. These are organizations that, government organization, government agencies, institution of higher learning, yes, non-governmental organizations that are into research, okay, non-profit organizations that are connected to institution, a government institution or institution or that are into research. So you see, you have opportunity to look for visa from these categories of employers whose H-1B slot never cap. So don't restrict yourself to anything, but focus on these categories of organization. There are also some jobs that are more favored in the area of H-1B visa, and I have mentioned it in another video. You talk about jobs like IT, software engineers, you talk about medical doctors, and so on, other professionals in that area. So you might be able to, get on this organization that are employing, look for them that are there. I've also talked about where you might be able to find job. Go to job site, job board, job sites like Indeed.com. You have job site like LinkedIn. LinkedIn also has beautiful job sites you can go through, and so many other ones. And Google is your friend, trust me. You can search for anything on Google and you'll be able to, get some information that is relevant to you, and you'll be able to apply and get a job. Someone had told me that he doubts if you'll be able to get a job within this timeline. That's a possibility. But I don't want you to rule out the possibility of getting a job. Give it a fight. Life is about fights. Fight. Try. But if at the end you're not able to get a job offer, don't stop. Keep looking for the job, because it will come handy when next this opportunity opens. Yes. So I want to believe that this has addressed a number of the questions that we have handy. I wish I have a way of knowing. I can't see any question here right now, but I am hoping that we'll be able to make it through. If you still have any question, please drop them on my channel and I will be able to respond to you. And if I accumulate enough questions over the course of the week, I can also hold another session where I'll be able to answer this question. So guys, I look forward to seeing you in the US. Please like and share, subscribe to my channel, tell more people to, join us so that we will be able to reach more. Yes, we need to reach more people. We need to reach more people so that more people will know that this type of opportunity exists. I hear someone here saying recap. Now I'm just wondering where I will start, but I'll try to do the best in summarizing because I'm about rounding up. What is H-1B visa? H-1B visa is a non-immigrant work permit. But the good thing about it is that it has dual intent. Dual intent in the sense that if you come with H-1B visa, you can change it. US government accepts that people with H-1B visa can change it to permanent residence permit if they find the opportunity. How do you find this opportunity? You can decide to apply for EB1, EB2, EB3, depending on what you're eligible for, but permanent resident category. The other one is, I know I say it and I lie, but that's the truth. If you're single, you may find love. Yes, if you find a wife or husband, then you are in. Yes, you can automatically change to permanent residency as soon as you have a life partner. Okay, I have a question here. It says, first, do I have to get a job offer before I can create my USCIS account? No, you can go ahead and create your USCIS account straight out right now. It's open since 6th. You can create it. Okay, actually, I think it opens since March 1st. You can just create your account and then you begin to upload your information as you get it. Your degree certificate, your job offer, your attestation, the one I said you go to the bank, to the court to say that you are all the information are true, which means if they find out that your information is not true, then you can be disqualified. The second one is, who is to pay the mandated $10 fee? At this point, it is you, the applicant. At that point, it is you, the applicant, that will pay. However, if you have an employer who wants to pay for you, it is also good. Okay? So don't worry yourself. I think $10 is worth the risk. If it's just $10 to get the lottery, then it's not terrible. Okay? I'm looking to see more questions. Please shoot me more questions if you are there with me, so that I will be able to, and other people will learn from us. Yes. Okay. Now, I had also mentioned in trying to recap that you will need, there is a prevailing wage range. Someone had asked me, what if the offer they made to me looks small? Will it be enough for me to live on when I'm in the US? And my answer, it is legal that the wage offered on H-1B visa is usually lower than the other normal category, a permanent resident or a US citizen. Legal, it's acceptable in the law. In fact, if you get an offer that is way above that band, you stand a chance of not being able to proceed by the time the employers are now to file their own papers for you after you have been selected. So make sure you compare the job posting and the offer with what is obtainable in that field, and make sure that you're within the range. The second one is that you can, I've said it again and again, that I'm not an immigrant professional. I'm only sharing based on my personal interest, my personal experiences, and the passion I have to make sure that I get the B2 visa. I didn't know such things, and that's the truth. I was like, really? Is it possible? And that's the way I hear people say when they see some of my video, they are like, is it true? I don't think it's true. Guys, about it in our own community, and why I am passionate about it, and that is why I am putting out the information so that more of us will know and explore. Then you can also consult with US Department of Labor Office of Foreign Labor Certification. These are the ones that certify the companies that will employ you before they are able to employ you. But that's not your business. The companies that will employ you will already know that they need to do those things, because if they don't get that certificate, you. Okay. The other thing I quickly say is to encourage our community. The truth is that our Asian counterparts seem to know more about these opportunities, and that is why you see them in the food chain business in the US and Canada. They're mostly, being managed by the Asian community, and they use those businesses to employ their own from their countries. So if you're already established in the US, why don't you open your own companies and begin to use the opportunity to also employ? Yes, you can do that. Okay? Just try your best to see how many people you're able to create job for. You're creating job for the US government, the citizens in the US, and you're also creating opportunity to expand this employment so that when opportunities like this come, you might be able to influence the employment of one person or the other from developing world who has the skill. I'm interested in doing this also because I see huge skill in the communities where you and I come from. It's just that the environment does not create opportunity for you to express them. But the US environment creates opportunity, huge opportunity for you to express your skills. And that is why they're opening it up for us. And now I see a question. I see someone's comment. He said, I read from the USCIS why creating an account that recruiters and individual should not use joint account. Yes, individual is individual. Recruiters are different. Recruiters can either sign up to help you in getting you a job and filing for you. So you can agree with them at these two levels. They will help you get a job and they will help to submit for you. But you can also agree that they will only help you to get a job. Then you will apply yourself. I hope I'm clear. So he went ahead to say, Shadrach, thank you very much. I appreciate this. Israel, thank you also. Yes, Shadrach said, is it advisable to proceed filing a form or wait for clarity call with the recruiters first? Good. If you have already contacted a recruiter, why don't you wait for them? If you can afford their fee, remember, they will most likely charge you to file for you. They will most likely charge you for whatever service they will give you. So you can wait when you talk to them. Remember, creating this account does not take any time. You can do it in less than 10 minutes. So you can wait, finish your conversation with the recruiter, and you can now decide either to allow them file for you, which means they are helping you get a job and they will also file for you. But if you decide to file for yourself, then they are helping you to get a job, which may be quicker, and then you file for yourself. So it's up to you and it's your decision. Okay? Thank you guys for this quick question. I wish there will be many more questions. I know I have responded to the questions I got earlier, either by phone or the ones that I got through the comment box. But I know that this is possible. And I'm looking forward to, more people benefiting. I will try my best as I collate more questions. I'll be able to have another section next weekend. Yeah, hopefully. So thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Please spread the news. Like, share, and subscribe. Let more people know. The truth is that the market is huge here. It can take all of us. Trust me. It can take all of us. The system is huge. They want to build the economy, and they're looking for skills like you and I that will be able to do that. So have a wonderful evening, and I see you in my next video.